Okay guys, so in this video I'm going to be giving you guys Titan build, which I use a lot and I think it's really good for PvP. And yeah, so this build was, this is the reason I'm putting this build out over my other builds, which I think probably better than this one, is because a video I made a couple days ago for the Ghost Primus. I want to show a build that works really well in for the Ghost Primus. And I also just want to show, because it was the build I was using in the actual video, so I just want to show it off because I really think it's a good build, probably one of the better builds for Titans. And yeah, this build, don't think that this build is like only really good for this kind of like setup with an auto rifle and a pulse rifle. It's really good with anything, any kind of build, like having a scout rifle there, pulse rifle, just mess around with it, but like don't make this build scout rifle oriented or pulse rifle oriented. Try and make it to an auto rifle oriented, because this build doesn't really work the best with pulse rifles because you have the low mobility, as you can see over here. So tend to not use pulse rifles as a main. I like to have high mobility for this build, so I can actually use my pulse rifles more effectively. So yeah, that's why you'll see me with full mobility. So let's get it into the actual armor pieces, because as I said before, the weapons aren't really that important. So we'll have a look at the armor, and that's what actually makes this build so good. So first we got here is simulant helmets, which improves resilience. Now I like to have a lot of resilience for this build because I like resilience. I like taking less damage. I like having more health, so I don't don't die as quickly. And yeah, so that's the main reason. So I like to have resilience on my armor pieces, and as you can see, the mod is arc melee's abilities recharge faster, and I also have this for my gauntlets as well. I have this because I want to recharge my melee quicker, because melee is really important. And if you have a full recharge melee, that means you can kill. So saying if you're in a like melee fight and you're trading off hits, who's going to win more? The person with the recharged melee, or the person that doesn't have recharge melee? Most likely you. And because you'll get a lot quick, you get like quicker, so that means you'll have it more often. That means you'll be able to kill people more. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm saying like the actual mod recharges your melee like substantially, but it doesn't, like, it maybe takes like, I don't know, 2 or 3 seconds off both of them each. So I'm saying it like it's going to literally charge in like a couple seconds. It's not like, don't think that. I'm just saying it because I'm being a little I'm just over exaggerating it, but this is really nice to have melee more often. So yeah, that's why I like to use it. Okay, as you can, now we've got the next thing. As you see, you got lot specific gauntlets. That's the same reason you need improved mobility, because what mobility. So I can actually use my swift ride a lot more often than or not a lot more often, a lot better, a lot more effectively, because it is when you use pulse rifles and scout rifles, mainly scout rifles, but pulse rifles as well, you want to have high mobility, so you can like either move to side to side, not being shot as much, or dipping between corners. So that's the main reason why I like to have high mobility. So most of my armor builds, they usually have at least one armor piece that has mobility in it, especially for Titans, because their mobility isn't the most important thing. So yeah, so I like to usually have like at least one armor piece with mobility in it. So yeah. And then now we got the chest piece, which is the crest of Apollope, if you haven't noticed. And if you don't know what crest of Apollope is, it is basically the first part of the exotic perk. Isn't really important, it generates orbs. It's not really that important. And healing, but the most important part of it is healing pulses when barricade is active. Now this is really good. This is what makes it probably the best Titan exotic in the game, because when you like, every single time you put up a barricade, that means you gain a little bit of health. That means you have more health than you had previously. So that means you have more of a chance of actually winning that fight than you had previously. So it's very important. It's very good. It saved me so many times putting up that putting up that barricade, and then having more health in the winning. And I also like using it when I'm about to go, like I've just went into a gunfight before. I have half health and I'm about to go into another one. I like to pop a shield, maybe at like a choke point or something, and get some more health so I can take him out. Now, when using this, I like to use I used to like to use Rally Barricade, because the reasoning for this is, because I like to put up the shield and shoot after, so you have low health and you have the ability to shoot. unlike, you know, you got towering barricade, which when you get up and start shooting, when you put it up, you can't actually get up and shoot like, you know, you do in the rally barricade. So, and it just blocks you. It just blocks your view. So I don't really enjoy it that much. I have one build where I use it a little bit, but I just prefer to use Valley Barricade because it's so much better. You can go up and do more damage, you can take down, and you can, if you are getting shot by head, you just head to the corners, which have more cover, so you actually don't take any damage. And like, and that's one critique I've heard from people is like, oh, it's bad because, you know, you can't really hide behind it because you take damage because they can see your head. Well, just head to the suicide corners, just head to the suicide corners, and then they won't be able to shoot you. So, you know, that's what I do. That's what I recommend. Go to the corners if you're being shot. So yeah, and the other thing I have is boots. You know, high resilience. You know, as I said before, I like your resilience. I like the option of not dying that much. So yeah, and also having high resilience also kind of, you know, makes it so I don't have to use this at like rally barricade as much. So I only have to use it for like dire scenarios when I have to. So I pop it up. So that's why I like to have high resilience. So yeah, that's my reasoning. And then for this one, I haven't really got a mod for. I don't really have any mods to actually equip this for striker, so you know, that's a little unfortunate. So I will probably, you know, do it later in the build. Probably you can probably put like, you know, a mobility or something, mobility on here, maybe some recovery if you really want some. Yeah, so you know, just whatever you want. You can switch this out for whatever mod you want. And let's go to the mark now. So this one, class abilities recharge faster when using your arc subclass. Now this is, you know, as you know, this build is orientated to bringing up your rally barricades. So, you know, I like to have my rally barricade more often. Now I think this takes off like 2 to 3 seconds off your rally barricade recharge rate. So, you know, I recommend getting it so, you know, you have it more often. It isn't going to be a massive increase, but, you know, it is something. So you have it more often. It's just something that you can use. So it's just, I recommend at least having one. I think only your class item can actually have this mod, which is kind of annoying, but you know, all good. Who really cares? Okay, so let's move on to the weapons. Probably the second most important thing with this build, and as you can see, it's Ghost Primus. Now you could either you could use you know, what's it called? You can either use the Scout Lock or any type of auto rifle, any of those kind of ones, 600 rounds. You know, the ones where they're kind of like, you know, SMGs. Or you could use just anything you desire. Any auto rifle as well. You can use this build does work pretty good with anti-OD, you know, and that kind of stuff. It kind of works with the Kaboid RUE. I'm not sure. I haven't really tried it out that much, and so you know, you can test it out. Just do whatever. This build is very, very, very usable. It's very malleable. You can just put any weapon in it. It probably will work. You know, other than scout rifles. Like, you know, you could use the Martyr because the Martyr's so good, but you could use the Martyr. Don't, like, it's not the build, the most preferable build for a Martyr. More preferable will be having a lot more mobility and, you know, not as much resistance. That's a more preferable build that you would like to have when using a Martyr, because, you know, you can dip between corners and do more damage, because, you know, that's what Martyr's really good for. So yeah, so I like to, you know, use, you know, auto rifles. You know, use the 600 rounds. You know, that's my reasoning for having those in this build. So yeah, and as you can see with Ghost Primus, if you want to know about Ghost Primus, as I said before, I did a video a couple days ago about it, and you can watch that. I might put a link to it in the description if I remember to. Probably not, but you know, if it's there, it's there. If you don't, just go to my channel. Like, I have like 30 videos. You know, you could probably find it somewhere, but it's probably like the video right behind it, right next to it. So yeah, so you just go find it and watch it about the Ghost Primus and see why it's actually a good gun and why I use it. The other thing I like to use is a Swift Ride, or either Last Prediction. I don't know how to say that. Sorry, I'm really tired. I apologize for that. But yeah, I like to use, you know, the 360 RPM pulse rifles. I have no idea why. I just use it for fun as a joke. But it actually is really good. These are really good for long ranges. You can melt it. I have beaten so many miners with this. You just gotta use it. And so you just gotta go side to side, you know, take them out, and it's really good. And the reason I chose this over, you know, the Last Prediction, even though it has, like, you know, more stability and more reload, is because, you know, of this perk, you know, body shots landed with this weapon increase precision damage for a short time, which is really good. It's a really good perk, and I really enjoy it. So I recommend, if you get Swift Ride, use it. It is really good. So yeah, it's really good, and I love it. It's amazing. Just absolutely top 10. And yeah, so you know, that's pretty much, you know, the whole entire build. So, you know, I'll go into some gameplay. I'll go get some go into Crucible and get some gameplay. So I'll see you then. Okay, just found a game, and let's go and see how it goes. Finally, we're on another map other than Vostok. I've tried like 4 games to try and record this, but they haven't been working, or like haven't been really working in any kind of way, or I would be kicked or something. And yeah, and all 4 of those maps were on Vostok, and I kind of getting sick of it. So yeah, finally, I'm loving seeing a new map. Okay, where the hell are they? They go from this direction. Right there. It's going to deny him that way. Okay, it's going to pull back. I think they're going to come around. Okay. Go up there. And we're surrounded. God damn it. That was a bad idea. Oh, also, when using the pulse rifle, if you use this pulse rifle here, try to get body shots first and then get headshots. Try to get a body shot first, then get a headshot straight after. Try to get headshots straight after that. Try to aim for the body first is my recommendation when using this weapon. Okay, that's one down. It's pretty good. So yeah, that's my recommendation when using this weapon. Okay, got a little bit of health. Hopefully I didn't see anyone. Good. Luckily I had my shield up, so if I did see anyone, I would have popped it straight away. Good. Got one down and one dude coming from the side. Oh, it's a adjudicator, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. You got, I think, nearly every single one of those were on a headshot, so I was, no matter what I do, I was dead, so. Okay, let's push up here. Shit. Okay, this is where I'm going to use the shield. Okay. Okay, let's see him over there. I think he moved up. There you go. Up we go. Okay, he's coming around. Okay, so best thing to do in this scenario is probably just to move back and pull back with my team because we're coming on both sides. Go wait for him to come around. I hate waiting for people. Go block that. Probably should have put it there. Would have been a better idea. There you go. Be a little bold sometimes. Yeah, there's a person there. Put my shield up. Get some health back. Ah, there's a little extra thing that might have shot me. God dang it. Not so good. Oh, team shooting me, so I was gonna die anyway. Looks like a winning. That's woo. Oh, they got shotgun and swords. So best thing to do is stay outside, stay in the distance for this kind of stuff. And he's right there. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna not pull him back. He's probably gonna come this way. There goes down. That's what you gotta do. Never chase after them if they have a shotgun, especially in corridors, because they can easily chase you down. Okay, so another one down. Okay. So they're gonna come around. I hate being in here because they can just come on all sides. Where is he? Pop out. Now someone's with adjudicator. I actually rarely see adjudicator, even though it's a really good gun. I see usually anti-OD, but even with anti-OD, I still see that really rarely. It's just mainly auto rifles. I don't really know. It's all good though. If the less anti-ODs I see, the better. Oh, put my shield up. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Yeah, I got freaked out with that one. Well, this is one anyway. Come in second, man. Yeah. Let's see if we get some heavy. Down. Oh, I didn't know there was. I forgot there was a sword. Oh, god damn it. Oh, when I saw that, I freaked out right there. Okay, I'm gonna push it. Okay, he's gonna get heavy. Try and push him. Couldn't do anything there. I didn't. I thought he was further back. God damn it. Oh, it's really bad. Really bad try. And now they're beating us. Oh god, we'll win them by 8 points. Utterly destroying us. Okay, we can push up. I'm gonna hold here. I think he missed a couple shots. I don't know. I think it's really best to crouch. When he's like a little too slow, so I recommend trying to move side to side. It's down. Got team shot there. It's really bad here. Yep, it's down. Oh, sorry. Okay, they got heavy. And that's heavy right there. What do they get? Try and stay in the open and move. Ah, god damn it. This guy just keeps freak, grenade, freak. Okay, let's do what looks like one dude left. I'm gonna hate when that happens. The last couple games, that's always happened. There you go. And... oh, I was gonna try to push him one now. I feel like they get weak with Golden Gun when you use Golden Gun. I'm not sure though. Looks like I don't know the super left. Yeah. Yep. Ah, back down. Nothing's gonna be doing this scenario. Probably should have ran away. I didn't really see I had that much time left. I thought they were up at the edges. There we go. Let's see where I got. Getting lost. God dang it. Let's see how many kills I got. Only 12. Oh yeah. Well. Oh, I did more damage than everyone else. Cool. Well, you know, as you can see from that, just because, you know, I did bad with that doesn't mean that, you know, this build isn't good. It's a really good build, and I said before, I'm not pretty good, I'm not the best, and the only reason that I can
you gained the lead.
is because, you know, I
Press
see
the
things
glory.
cool,
Glory
people,
is
and I
yours.
just put them together. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Because I did
like a true
not the best, it's like decent.
Exquisite.
It doesn't
Your
mean that you
allies
guys
can't
can't
do
use it,
this
can't do
alone.
amazing with this, because this is a really good build. I've had many times where I've utterly destroyed a team with this build. I'll get some
5 minutes.
plays
Could
in
go
the
your
background,
way.
some
Could
probably
go
want to
there.
talk about this, but I'll show some clips of them doing so yeah, hopefully you guys watch that. See ya.
Is how you grow stronger. Only 1 minute left. You're in the lead. Together as one. I love it. Yes! You take them like they grow from trees. 3 minutes. You're even.